guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are doing a Q&A. I always like to have my video that's like around New Year's, like end of the year, beginning of the year, to be a Q&A. It's kind of like a tradition for my channel, just to kind of wrap up the year, reflect on the past, look to the future. So I think it's really fun. I've also never worn a turtleneck, so I don't really know how I'm supposed to wear these. And I'm in my bedroom. The lighting's horrible because it's dark outside. It's fine. Normally I pick out the questions before I start this video, but I didn't do that this time, so we're gonna see. Also, right now when you guys are watching this video, I will be in London, which is crazy. I'm going to 2 more countries, so follow my Instagram to find out which ones they are and just kind of keep up with me because it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. Okay, let's look at some questions. Okay, so overall, the number one question that I'm seeing from almost everyone is, what are my New Year's resolutions? And I kind of like pick out New Year's resolutions and I just like don't follow them, but I'm like, why not try it? So I didn't really think about this. A lot of really exciting stuff is happening in 2020. I already have a ton of things planned for the first couple of months that are so exciting. You guys are gonna get some great content. I love doing this. I think that's so fun. I guess my number one thing is to be more confident. That's something that when I was getting ready, I watched my this video from last year, and that was something that I said in the video that I wanted to work on for my New Year's resolutions. I had quite a few more, but I think that is like one thing that I didn't really work on too much this year. So this year especially, I think that I really will be working on it. A ton of super things that I'm pumped for. Shaking, I'm so excited. I think my New Year's resolution is to just kind of stop comparing myself to others, be more confident in myself, and it's a lot easier said than done. There's a lot of things that I worked on in 2019 for like myself that I really feel like helped me become a better person. Someone says, when you eat a taco, do you turn your head left or to, I cannot read, left or to the right? Left. What is something that you're looking forward to in 2020? And it's actually something that's happening in March. I'm not gonna talk about it yet. I'll talk about it in March, but that's the number one thing that I am looking forward to. I don't really have a ton planned for after March, but before, like in January, February, and in March, I have a ton of stuff going on that I'm like really pumped for. Great content. My roommate for next year says, who's your fave future roomie? And then in parentheses she put Lauren. Hey Lauren. I don't think I actually talked to you guys about, right now I'm a sophomore and I live in my sorority house, which is so fun. I did a sorority house tour if you guys want to like check it out, see what it's like. It's been really fun. There are like some negatives that go with it too, like you don't really get a lot of alone time, but you also like, I've met so many amazing friends, and the people that I'm living with next year, I actually like, Lauren was probably the one I was the closest to and we weren't really that close, and then everyone else, like I didn't really know them super well, we weren't super close, and now we're all like amazing friends and we're gonna live together next year. So there's 5 of us living, I meant to go 5, then I just went like that. There's 5 of us living in an apartment next year, which I'm so excited about. It's gonna be so much fun. So it's me, my friend Lauren, Maddie, Aspen, and Chloe, and it's gonna be so fun. I can do videos with them if you guys like want to meet them and stuff, but yeah, the apartment hunting was like a whole process. Like it was really hard to find an apartment for 5 people because normally it's 4 people, and then like the whole like signing the lease process, figuring out exactly who you're living with, how much you want to pay for an apartment. It was like a whole process and it was a lot of stress. I'm really happy that like that's like been figured out. The stress is gone. The only thing that I have to stress about now is how I want to decorate my room, and I'm really excited to like have my apartment and live with some of my best friends. So it's gonna be really fun. I didn't answer your question, Lauren, because I love all of you equally. Is your college experience better than your high school experience, and why? That's a really good question. I feel like I can't really compare the two because they're so different. I like different aspects. Like I feel like it's weird because people I went to high school with, I had grown up with them for like a long time, so it's hard to compare like people that you met, like they've already developed their whole person. It's really hard meeting people when they've already established so much in their life, when in high school you established your life with them. So it's definitely been different and it's not really comparable to me, but I think I like college more because I like the freedom, I like the people I met, I like being able to live on my own, and the classes suck, but at least it's not going to school for like 8 hours a day. Do you celebrate New Year's with family or friends? I will be in London when I'm celebrating New Year's, like I just said at the beginning of this video. I'm gonna be with one of my friends, Gracie, and so that's gonna be really fun. Last year I spent it with my friends. My family doesn't really do anything for like any holiday. Oh, I just lost all the questions, but someone did say, did you achieve your New Year's resolution? So I had quite a few from last year, and I think that the one that I like really like nailed was that I wanted to stop comparing my success to others. I was kind of always in this state of like never really being happy for people because I was always like, why is this not happening to me? This summer especially, I really feel like I nailed that, being able to be happy for people's success. When someone like got something that I was like kind of jealous of, I would start to think like, oh my gosh, why is this not happening to me? Like, why is my career not moving as fast as theirs? Or like, why am I not getting these opportunities? And I would just kind of like stop myself and be like, no, like I'm genuinely happy for them. Like, this is amazing. Like, obviously would have wanted that, but like I am so happy because they deserved it. They worked for it. I always think in the back of my head like someday it will happen to me. It's not a matter of like me not being able to get it. It's a matter of timing and things like that. So that was always like a really big thing for me, was that I was just constantly jealous of people, and it really like sucked. It was horrible, and I was just kind of like a mean person. I feel like I would never like say anything mean to someone's face, but in the back of my mind, my hair is driving me insane. Can you tell that I'm like keep playing with it? In the back of my mind, I was always like, why is this not me? Like, why them? Why not me? And so this year I really worked on like being happy for people's success and like knowing that my time will come, and it did come. Like, it's kind of weird to think that like 2 years ago, I remember when my friends got this brand deal and I was like, what the heck? Like, why are they getting these things? Like, why not me? And then this year I got the same brand deal and I was like, and so that kind of showed me that like it's all in timing, and maybe right now is not my time, but eventually I will have my time. That's how you do it. It's still a work in progress, but I think I've definitely like really gotten to a good place with that. Another thing that I wanted to work on that I think I did really well was standing up for myself. I never really stood up for myself as a child. I was kind of programmed, just like take it, don't like stand up for yourself, just like let someone yell at you, let someone treat you horribly, who cares? This year I definitely have kind of taken a step back, and there are certain friendships and relationships that I'll definitely like stand up for myself, but then there's some that I don't really, so it's kind of like a but I definitely think I've gotten a lot better at like speaking my mind and being able to protect myself, like in a way. I don't really know. Someone said, how do you manage school, YouTube, and a personal life? It's definitely really hard because in the past I always focused on YouTube and school. It was never personal life. That was like a 1% thing. I feel like I had like give and take certain things, and so I really push my personal life aside. And last year I was going through a really hard time because I was really struggling, not feeling like I had a personal life, feeling like I was constantly alone. I really struggled and I was really sad. Come this year, I moved into my sorority house, and that's a house with like 30-40 people living in it, and so it's been harder to balance too because I'm bringing another thing into the equation, and sometimes things have to give. Like, I feel like my YouTube channel slightly is not as good as it was when I was like in high school. My grades are not all, I'm still like on Dean's List, but I don't have like a 4 point whatever I used to, and I think that's something that I am becoming fine with, so it's really hard to manage. More recently it's been something that I've been struggling with, but it's something that has been very rewarding, like being able to fit in all of them. Someone asked me a question also, was, are you gonna drop out of college? If you guys remember, a couple months ago I uploaded this video where I was having a mental breakdown because I felt like I wanted to drop out of college because I felt like I was wasting my time in college getting a degree that I don't plan on using. I kind of felt like I was spending all of my time working on my backup plan, that I am like losing my dream, my goal. Like, YouTube is like what I want to do. Like, I want to be able to start a business when I graduate and do YouTube full time, and that's kind of my goal. And I felt like college was just a backup plan, and I felt like I was just constantly working on my backup plan and losing my dream. And when I upload that video, a lot of people are like, oh, just change your major, it's fine, just change your major. And it doesn't work like that. That was like really aggressive, I'm sorry. My major is digital marketing, if you guys don't know, and that's like the only thing that I'm like slightly interested in. And you don't take marketing classes until you're a junior. Next semester I'm technically like junior status, so I can graduate early. So I'm taking one marketing class next semester, and like that's literally it. For your major you have to take a ton of prereqs. So if I changed my major I would have to take more prereqs, so it just didn't make sense to me. I still want to drop out of college. I'm not going to. I'm the kind of person where it's like when I start something I need to finish it, and I don't really want to be in college anymore. But I do think that one thing that I've done this year is not put as much pressure on myself to get a 4.5 GPA. I pay for college myself, I pay for my cost of living, I pay for my sorority, I pay for literally every single thing in my life, and so I feel like I was wasting so much money on college. A little story that I don't think I've ever told anyone was, my mom's married. She just got married, and her husband has a GI Bill because he was in the military, but now he is retired, so he's no longer active military. If you're retired you have to be 100% disabled for your children to get your GI Bill, so it was always a plan for me to get the GI Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, it pays your tuition, your cost of living, and then like your housing. And so I was supposed to get that, so I was like, great, you know, like I'll just do college for free, like I'll get this degree, I will be able to like work on all this stuff. And then I wasn't able to get it, which is like really frustrating. I still really feel like I'm wasting my time. I've gotten so far, like why quit at this point? I don't know. I might, who knows, maybe like this semester I'll quit, who knows. I'm at a much better place now than I was when I filmed that video. I still feel like I'm not in as good of a place as I was like my freshman year. I don't know if I think I should end this video, but I will let you guys know. If you guys are not subscribed, do it. I have some really exciting announcements coming up. I have one that I was planning on announcing in October, and then I was like, okay, I'll announce it like February 2020. Now it's moved back a little bit, but really good. And then the thing that's happening in March, which I'm pumped about. In February, I had the coolest thing ever that I'm doing, and I'm so excited about it. I'm also so excited to go to London. Oh, I almost just said the other places I'm going. So excited to go to Europe. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to check out all the Europe stuff. I will be vlogging it, but that is the first place that you guys will see all of the content and see where I'm going. I'm gonna stop talking. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much, whether you've been with me since I was 13, started my YouTube channel, or you just found me. Like, thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey and ride that whatever my life is. I can't thank you guys enough, and you guys have really made not even just my 2019, like my whole life amazing. So I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.